Maybe starting out on the attack side, the pistol going live in front of her eyes, and already a little bit of utility being committed here. Oxxgen using up their drone in the early round, and a sneaky play pass by Jet as Anya completely catches her off guard.
Yeah, this is the perfect start for G2. Not only because they're going to be playing with that double duelist and they need to, you know, take advantage in this early aggression, but the positioning from Oxxgen and the aggression is imminent as B is already being taken down.
Oh, good kill by Gaia there in the back line. Saz is going to be in trouble, though. Those right clicks not quite landing, and the punishment is there. Anya trying to pull it back on the Jet. We've already seen massive work done. But on the other side for Oxxgen, Ness is doing the heavy lifting, and now just Giuliano remaining. Committing. There's not even massive mistakes going down. You can see the respect that they have for each other, but eventually the clock forces the issue, and Oxxgen barrel into the A site, but the plant won't be secured. That spike dropped in the open, and G2 want to keep aggressing, keep fighting for that control, as Ritha not quite able to get anything done on that, the weaker weapon, ultimately being her downfall. And it's going to be a nice cleanup.
They still don't know what they can expect.
Oh, look at this for Mimi. The push timing is perfect, but the shots are not. The Guardian, not the ideal weapon for that kind of fight, and now the two-man advantage goes to Oxxgen. They're going to just overrun this site, get a plant, and now it's going to be very hard for G2 to make their way back in.
Yeah, and especially because Mimi was taking that aggressive position, and they knew that the site was, you know, easy to plant, that they needed to force and then just be quicker. Do not let that utility prevent them from planting. Oof, and the shots are just landing, so it's looking good.
That was a good connection out of Ness. At this point, you almost think about saving, but that won't even be possible. Look at the flank play. See if the Sheriff can do the same. Nice first connection out of Mimi, and that could be the weapon retrieved. Indeed, it will be.
Yeah, and this is a good position for G2 because even though, look at their positioning right now. They're taking all the space in both sides and also into middle. Now Oxxgen needs to... Oh my... No, come on! No,
it's a right click! Like, how does it do that? Some of the other rounds...
Oops.
It doesn't look like that's going to do much on the recon.
But the lockdown is going to come down. They do not have the info, but they do have the pressure. Are they going to spec Giuliano back there? Because if that wall comes down, she has a bit of a shot.
Welcome to my world.
Oh, that Viper's Pit's going to help out so much in securing this round.
Yeah.
G2 trying to fight back in are going to have one hell of a tough time. There goes the drones. Actually spotted out Viper up close. The tag was in, but she gets out. Proxima evading them completely, can now step back in and keep that Viper's Pit erected for a moment, but as she falls, things start to get a little bit scary. Luckily, recovered instantly by the Oxxgen side. Anya trying to pull it back into backlines, and it comes down to a 2v1. Rainssa all alone. Low HP on her opponent, time in her favor, and the fight goes her way too.
And now the response from Oxxgen on this round, Mimi finding the first one. This is big for G2. They have the info. She's gonna manage to get the second one, and she does. Okay, this is like a perfect start.
Absolutely. We talk about aggression out of G2, and there it is, walking down through tubes, something we've seen before. Giuliano did it a couple of rounds ago, but this time it's Mimi to find the result, and with a double opening, Oxxgen are gonna probably try to look to get a res on, but even crossing over on mid is going to be damn near impossible. There's so many players here, and the damage is being done. Petra able to finish off two and leave Rainssa on low HP. This should be an easy closeout, still lurking around.
They know where she is, though. She doesn't have the dash, but... Okay, this is something that Oxxgen needs because Ness is going to be the one putting the pressure and just making sure that not only the plant is safe, but also that all that space has not been already taken by G2. But look at the positioning. And not only that, look at Giuliano watching the Gia is not taking mid again. Which she's probably going to be doing soon, but the spike is not even close to getting planted.
There we go. The spike's going to be attempted. That spray could have been very dangerous. It didn't land, though. That's because they just snuck into the site, planted, and walked away. Now, again, Ness is going to be dropped, and the man advantage sits to G2, but they need to do something with it. And this is where constantly Gia has been a big problem coming up behind, but she gets caught off. That blast pack play is dangerous. So much space taken. G2 have just overrun this, and even with the post plants, there's not enough time to run strategies. Giuliano going out wide on that swing. The shutdown is there, but Mimi trades further, and a good connection out of Hunter's Fury for big damage. Sure, they'll look towards this side, and Oxxgen will likely even get control of it, but they'll have to fight back into the round from behind.
I'm gonna assure this plant shot there's not going to land. Rainsa's only 2 orbs away from getting that rest, but still she only has that Spectre because Saz here coming from behind. You do have the information that alarm bot has just gone out, and now she has to rotate. It's still good for the rest, but oh.
Okay, that was an early peek from Petra. Nobody else was ready to swing just yet, and it's because they have the res. There's the res going out, and they're going to look to cover it, but on the back of yellow. Big fight out of ness, and the double duels was a little bit underwhelming, but still good rounds on the board. Ness pushing up here, good for the first, and shut down immediately, but there's backup. Proxima still traded out in even fashion. That's going to be the B-side overrun now. G2 up their pace. They were looking for an early mid play. I like the fact they default back to B, and now with the plan secured, gotta see what Oxxgen have up their sleeve.
Plan secured. The Viper wall up. The recon is gonna probably come in soon for Oxxgen when the rotations are over, and they're not gonna have that Sage roll because they used it on tube, as well as G2 is doing on their defense.
It's not gonna get any tags on back yellow, so it doesn't give them the info that they wanted. rainssa swinging out. Good for the first. Heal has to be popped here. Teammates need to delay this. Run down the clock a little bit. I like the shock dart on low HP. Ritha still making massive use of that utility, and Zaz will
into the game, right?
Before ultis even come into the... I like the shock dart. Ritha's been on point with these little, just quick drop shock darts. But so much damage done by the pistols yet again. G2 somehow are in this round. It's a 3 versus 2 with weapons retrieved and plans secured. G2 could be looking at an immediate answer back. Sure, Oxxgen won the pistol, but if you can't convert the second round, it basically doesn't count.
Yeah.
Puts you on the back foot.
Totally. Is Proxima gonna spec Mimi there? In a lot with the positioning, and rainssa is gonna find her. The wall's gonna come in. Oh. Did he manage to land the shots?
So much info to play with here for Oxxgen now. They're just gonna tap this defuse, hold it down halfway, and then look to take the fights. But Zaz,
the operator onto those corners. Ness is not being the luckiest when it comes to that. Could be the timing, could be just, you know, it's a 50-50 chance. But she's not finding the space and the pressure that she should be applying with the operator.
Well, she won't be finding anything in this round. Yeah, there's the showstopper popped and hunting down the players on backside. One more blast pack left to play with, and it's almost burned up here on the rocket charge. There, the shot will be connected. rainssa falls and leaves Ritha all by herself. The 1v4 to pull off. This is not going to be around, especially Anya out. With 20 seconds left, it seems almost impossible. I mean, going forward here means that they give their opponents some weapons as well if they do die, but they want to commit to it fully. There's the first.
And the utility is not going to allow the safe plant just yet, and Anya just going for the aggression. She's going to spot one. The Hunter's Fury is not going to land. It's going to be safe. Never mind.
Okay, one out of Anya. Possibility for another ace coming through. Information on 2 players. There's the second taken down. She knows exactly where Ritha is and suspects Ness to be coming behind. Anya's already got 4, and it all comes down to Ritha now dropping below. She will just about... utility, but it's Ness that's going to be a problem, and the shot missed. Now, they almost have to play a retake. Oh, okay, they are.
Here. She's going to be aiming to see if she can get at least another kill. And rainssa finds us here on the flag. Here. It's very important from Oxxgen. Even on this 4v4 situation, rainssa cannot go for the rest because of the position where Gia died. It still is very doable.
It
2
is
seconds
indeed.
Earlier, that would have been a hell of a shot.
Now with Anya dropping down rainssa, things start to become a lot more difficult. No res at all now for these players as they rush on in. Time is low. Ness manages to get a pick, but they need so much more. And that could be it. A wide swing out of Anya. Mimi caught now underneath, but she's got a crossfire set up. The time. It's going to be the main enemy. In fact, I think it might be too far gone.
I think it is too far gone.
Oh.
Information of what's going on backside, but looks like Oxxgen wants to do it as in a retake. They need to play it safe. They need to take advantage of that lockdown when the plant is done.
What's G2's response going to be? I mean, the reality is I just noticed they have Hunter's Fury, so it doesn't really matter to them. Yeah, pop that lockdown, no problem. Hunter's Fury to return and delete it once they get the tag on it. There you go. So that lockdown isn't going to force them out of position. They can continue to hold. And
Beautiful.
Huge kill by Petra, and it leaves Zaz to do so much more now. Tucked up close, there's the res, and she's swinging out, looking for damage, getting the kills, and G2 are closing the map.